Well, we take care of our money here and we try to make sense of it. It's a big week when it comes to predicting, as well as any economist can, where our economy is at right now and what could happen next year. Tomorrow, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics releases the latest data on the Consumer Price Index. And then on Wednesday, the Fed is expected to announce another rate increase. Fun times, huh? Well, so what does all of that mean this time? Carla went out in search of answers and joins us now with some perspective. Hey, Carla.
Hi there, Jana. Well, if we've learned anything from this last year, it is that economic projections, they may not come true, especially when a pandemic lingers and a war in Europe begins. But economists do believe there is some reason for cautious optimism.
Here we go again, end-of-year economic predictions. But before we look forward, a quick review of where we've been. And for that, we turn to Professor Mark Bergen with the University of Minnesota's Carlson School of Management.
We experienced inflation unlike what they predicted. Why is that?
Yes, and again, it was a confluence of many things happening at the same time. Demand increases, supply chain constraints, war in Ukraine, just a lot of different things that added up.
Added up to last month's Consumer Price Index of 7.7% and added up to the Federal Reserve not raising rates 3 times this year as expected, but instead a full 7 hikes, with one more still to come this week. But Professor Bergen says there is hope this week's data and announcements will usher in a more promising economic era.
So I think of this as just a chance for some really positive news at a time we could use positive news in the holidays. And if that's true, that would suggest that prices at least haven't gone up in the last few months on many things you could buy, from your food to your Christmas gifts and other ideas.
Not to mention the strong possibility of only a 0.5% interest rate hike. But here, Professor Bergen urges a little caution and even calculated spending.
7.6 or 7.2 or 6.8 doesn't mean inflation's gone. It means it's less. It means the inflationary pressures are reducing, not rising, and that's the trend we're looking at. But we're likely to have inflation rates that are still substantial for a while, which means those budgetary pressures are likely to still be at play. So my advice is, as we've learned all throughout inflation, look for the categories when you see the news coming out. Which categories did prices go up by less? Those are going to be the best deals and bargains.
After all, we can all look forward a bit more accurately with a better handle on our recent past.
Hope the numbers come out this way, but don't be surprised if they don't, and don't get too worried if they don't, because all along there's just a lot of noise to it. I think the second is, don't overweight if it really is good news.
Now, Professor Bergen says we can find some relief when it comes to buying power. The key is to do our homework and really look for where prices are coming down. Some stores are faster when it comes to lowering their prices. But also, Jana, there is a chance that a higher inflation rate is simply our new normal.
See, I was going to stop while you were ahead and say everything's fine, but I know we're not supposed to react in the moment. Thanks so much, Carla.